Welcome back, everybody, to Decision Time, your podcast for all MMA news, UFC news, fight picks, all that stuff. And I don't know if you noticed anything different.
We're live!
For the second time.
Jacob, tell them.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So essentially, we recorded a whole episode last week, talked about UFC Paris, talked about the fight card before, got into all that good stuff.
It was a great episode. You guys should have seen it.
Great episode. But I deleted the files. By accident, so that was totally on me. We had the audio, but we didn't want to post that because that's detrimental to you guys. Especially because in the episode we started with "We're live" and you can see us in person now, and you couldn't. So that was kind of dumb on my part. Blame my storage on my phone.
We won't do it this time, though.
No. So we're officially live and in person in my apartment. So yeah.
Round of applause, everybody.
Round of applause.
Yay.
Welcome to Decision Time. Smear didn't want to clap, it's fine.
He's locked in. He's devastated about Paul Craig retiring.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But UFC Paris, great card. Honestly, probably like a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 9.1.
9.1. Samir?
I mean, you guys mentioned it before we even started, but there was one or two decisions. Like everything else was
just constant finishes.
Constant action, but I think the atmosphere in France was just electric.
God.
Like the fans going crazy, and every time a French strike, someone landed a strike.
It's the same as when it was in China. Yeah, every time someone does something, like, oh my god.
Yeah. So overall, just amazing card.
Oh yeah.
Great fights. Nothing really to complain about.
No.
But obviously it wasn't a perfect 10.
Because some people I wanted to win didn't.
Exactly. But prelims, just a bunch of finishes. 7 prelims, 7 finishes.
Yup.
Nothing too crazy to talk about. Umar Sy looked great in his knockout for Renison Ribeiro. Any Harry Hardwick. Guy came in on short notice and got his legs beat up.
Just demolished, yeah. I think a really fun fight was Gustafsson versus Renat.
Yep.
Just because I never seen Gustafsson trying to blitz someone like that, and Renat is good.
Yeah.
So he went, ow, that hurts. Anyways, and he just killed him.
Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy.
Yep. Brad Tavares is officially washed. We've been knowing that.
We've been washed.
But yeah, overall just great prelim.
Ante D'Elia killed Marcin Tybura.
Yes.
Tom Aspinall's training partner. That's kind of tough.
Yeah. And Tom Aspinall was really emotional. Ante D'Elia was really emotional too. That was really cool to see.
Yeah.
Just to see a guy who's been trying to get in the UFC for so long finally got a shot and
against a number 9 opponent.
What?
Against a number 9 opponent too.
Yeah. So he's gonna get himself probably in the rankings, especially.
He'll be top 10.
Yeah, especially heavyweight being so slim right now. Way to make a name for yourself. How old is he? Is he
He's a bit up there. He's 33, 4. I think maybe I'm way off.
Let's see. He's 35.
Oh, even worse.
But not crazy for a realistically heavyweight.
A lot of heavyweights do get older.
Yeah, Stipe fought, so he's 43. That John Jones fight, but whatever.
Alexei Oleinik, he fought until he was 60.
Yeah. But any comments on the prelims?
I really liked the Sam Patterson.
Yep.
Yeah.
One that was crazy. I did not know he had that in him.
I did not know he had that kind of power.
That's what I'm saying.
Battle of the Giants too.
Yeah.
6'3" versus 6'5".
Yeah, and you could definitely tell it too, because neither of them you can tell both of them are so used to fighting shorter guys, because they almost didn't want to get in each other's
distance.
Yeah. They kept kind of going in and out, finding the range, and then Patterson went, F it, we ball.
Yeah.
Bang!
Yeah.
It was a great fight. I do want to say though, Harry Hardwick, hey, congrats for coming in on short notice, and he did that that whole press conference thing where he's like, I'm on Cage Warriors, I'm undefeated, let me fight, when am I getting my shot? And then they brought him on for this card.
Oh yeah, you can fight Calway Fernandez.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. But I don't know, he just kind of got his legs beat up. You gotta check a leg kick.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk all that smack.
Especially because Calway Fernandez is good at the leg kicks, good with his legs and all that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Perez Ziem had to pull out, but
yeah.
it was probably to be fair though, Harry Hardwick had a 2-week notice.
2 week notice. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he had some time to do
Cut
something.
weight, train a little bit.
Yeah.
Still hard, but yeah. Should have done a little bit better. But I mean, looks good on him for the company and stuff like that. Like, anyone that
he
steps
might
in,
keep his. He'll probably go back to Cage Warriors.
probably just because it was such an abysmal performance, like just getting like.
Well, it was just so dominant, one-sided, just chopped to oblivion.
Yeah. Any more comments about the prelims though? No.
Just bangers.
Let's move on to the main card. William Gomez versus Robert Rucala. Sorry, great fight, first decision, but kind of mid.
I wouldn't say it was a great fight. It was a fight. Yeah,
it was very average. Nothing really exciting kind of happened for the whole thing.
It was just a solid decision.
Yeah. They mixed the martial arts for sure.
Yeah, they did do that.
It was a very professional fight.
Yeah,
they were kind of going about it.
Yeah,
kind of gave each other respect.
No guy wanted to lose.
No.
Well, obviously, but you could tell they were both a bit timid.
It was definitely not a barn burner.
No. I mean, in France, it was a barn burner just because William Gomez won.
Yeah, because the French guy won. Yeah. Speaking of the French guy winning, Axel Soda smoking on that Irish pack.
Yeah.
Our friend Braden, he picked Reese McKee to win. Bruh.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was pretty solid debut
for Axel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
What a way to enter the UFC.
Yeah. Welcome to the big show.
just retiring Reese McKee probably
Yeah.
Well, at least kicking him out of the UFC because Jesus, that guy's not
good.
He has one win.
Yeah. Feel bad for the Irish, but whatever. He got packed up. Can't lie.
But on the other island of the British Isles, Mason Jones.
Yeah.
The Welsh lad.
Yeah.
Got the dub.
Balaji did not look good. His grappling didn't look that impressive.
I think he almost knocked out Mason Jones at one point.
Mason Jones did a good job surviving and stuff and got takedown and then just got to the ground and did what Balaji just didn't look amazing on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground he didn't look great, but
he kind of got checked.
Generally he looked pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't really impress me. I was expecting a lot more from him.
Almost knocking him out didn't impress you?
You didn't knock him out. He did not. He didn't do it. If he had done it, I'd be more impressed. But you didn't knock him out. So
did you see that clip of Aiden Ross? He's like, kill him.
I did not see that clip.
I saw it all over my Twitter timeline. Why do I see this everywhere?
Yeah.
I hate Aiden Ross. I'm sorry, but
I'm
not sorry.
I mean,
hosting MMA fights.
No boxing.
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
It's this. I think it's pretty fun. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Especially the fighters that he brings in. It's kind of like Misfits, but
worse.
Watered down.
It's Misfits mixed with street beefs.
Yeah. It was funny, when he did host those events, and then he realized one of the ring girls he hired, he's like, she's in high school? What? Do you not do background checks? What do you mean? You have this girl walking around in, a bikini, basically. I think he made comments about her that, he was like, damn, she's fine as hell. And then someone's like, yeah, she's in high school. And he was like, we hired a high school ring girl?
Getting off track. Let's get back to
my bad. But yeah, Balaji didn't impress me too much. Mason Jones though looked really good in my opinion. Obviously he almost got knocked out, but he looked really good on the ground. Are you good? Oh yeah. But we're moving on to Ben's unfortunate end here. Modestus Bukauskas. Oh no, Bukauskas? Okay. Yo, fuck off, bro. I'm not you, him, bro. I'm sorry I cannot pronounce that name that well. Look at that.
And he beat the Bear Jew.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. That was brutal.
It was.
Did you see that elbow?
Yeah.
My goodness.
I mean, Paul Craig kind of looked like a one-trick pony in the fight. It was
no. He didn't look like one. He is a one-trick pony.
As soon as he got denied the grappling,
he tried to jump into his guard, and Modestus just went, "No, go down."
Yeah.
That was just a brutal way to end
End his career.
Like, it was really sad. I got the same vibes as like that Ilya finish on Charles. It's like I just sat there watching. I'm like, I can't even react.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was in the final second of the first round too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, and then like the round ended, he walks away, and Paul Craig just like he just couldn't get up. It's like, oh, he's out. Okay.
His head got dribbled. He got elbowed so hard. His head was like up, elbowed. He went. Doo, doo, doo.
It's like the least surprising way for Paul Craig to get retired too. Just trying to pull guard and just get rattled.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing that came to mind after I saw his head bouncing in the octagon, I'm like I just want to put my hand around his shoulder, just.
You tried, bro.
Yeah.
You submitted the current champion. You really did try.
You got Ankalaev and Jamal Hill.
Hey, his resume is some kind of more impressive than some current.
He's like a Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
He literally beat like the champ.
But he just
loses, and he loses to Modestus Bukauskas.
Yeah, he just can't beat other people. It's sad. I really wish Paul Craig could have done more.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right, Paul Craig.
Yeah.
We got Chris Duncan.
Yeah. I'm just gonna turn on the light really quick. I realized I could have done that. Hold on. Keep talking.
So, what were your thoughts on Benoit Saint Denis versus Mauricio Rofi?
I mean, I felt like for those two main fights, it was very refreshing to me because I like the Brazilians.
The fighting nerds.
I like the fighting nerds, but it was nice to see everyone get brought back to reality.
Yeah.
Because two losses on the Fight Nerd CV back to back, and
were you hate watching?
Yes, because Mauricio Rofi is not one of my favorites in the crew, and I just feel like he had to get brought back down to reality. But I also think that if this took place anywhere else, the result would have been very different.
You think the home crowd advantage was
dude, they were like when Benoit stepped in, it was absolutely electric.
Yeah.
And every time he landed something, you just felt like he gained like 5 XP.
Yeah.
Like this guy was just going with the crowd, and it was very interesting because I've just gotten into UFC within the last year, so I don't have that many experiences with like crowds that are that electric, and it just felt like watching like soccer, like where it's like sometimes
say, what the best crowd was? Liverpool. Oh my god!
Like it just felt like I never thought that the crowd played that big of a role in UFC fights until I saw this card, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And this might be a little off topic, but that is why I'm not afraid at all for Charles, because in his fight, because if
is that card against Fiziev in Brazil?
Yeah, it's in Rio.
Okay. Honestly, I had no idea where it was. I was just like, what's happening?
So it's just made the sport way more interesting for me, because just figuring out that the crowd can actually get hyped and it's not just a bunch of rich people just sitting there waiting for the camera to pan to them. It was very refreshing.
Every month where they just go to the MGM Grand.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is the UFC needs to get more global, because they're European crowds are always great, right?
Yeah.
And other country crowds are always great. You think about the UFC, there hasn't been there's no American champions right now, and when they go to America kind of cheers for their fighters, but not as crazy as that. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get that into it where they're literally like they were chanting like Benoit, like it was absolutely crazy. You could just speak. You don't have to put your.
They have one American, Kayla Harrison.
Okay,
but I'm yes, my fault.
I just saw like Roofy going into the fight.
Yeah.
I thought his grappling
was better.
Was better than what it was.
Because he's been hyped up as the best out of all of us.
That's what you guys told me the last time we recorded.
Yeah.
And then this guy forgot the.
Well, the thing is too is that I was I was cheering for both of them, but it is kind of nice to them get brought back to reality of it's gonna be interesting. One of my favorite things about the UFC and the sport in general is seeing how guys deal with recovery and loss, because some guys lose and then they go on an insane streak.
Islam.
Islam. even like Charles, like the first like 8 years of his career were like win, loss, win, loss.
Yeah, when he was in featherweight and was just shit.
Just dog. And then he moved to lightweight, and then he went on an insane run. Like, so it's gonna be interesting to see how we'll get to the Kyle fight, but like, these guys almost felt untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, not. I think a lot of people like in the UFC community realize that no one's untouchable, but like they believed that they were untouchable, and I think that overconfidence kind of played into the fact why they lost.
Yep.
Like watching the fight back, like in the moment, I thought Rufy did a bit better, but after watching the fight, like his striking, he did land some decent shots. Like I think he only landed like 6 total strikes in the fight or something. 6 total strikes. But those 6 strikes, like he stumbled Benoit.
Yep.
Like his power's still there. He's still a great fighter. I don't think he's gonna lose to a lot of people outside that top 15.
Well, but that's the problem with the fight nerds, and a lot of the hype that came with them is they never, in my opinion, and looking back, obviously you could, hindsight is like 2020, so it's easy to look back and be like, oh well, they've never really fought anybody that was on their level. And in my opinion, like,
are you saying that for all of them? Or just for Rufy?
For Rufy.
Rufy. I was going to say Kyle fought like Cannoneers.
Because I think like he hasn't been tested defensively.
Yeah.
And
well,
his
best wins Bobby Green.
Yeah.
I was saying that was after King Green got like annihilated by Jalen Turner, so it was like
and
that
also
was
lost to Patty.
Yeah, I'll say that was King Green, not Bobby Green.
Yeah.
King Green,
we don't talk about it.
He's winless.
Yeah.
So I just think like this is a very good check for him, because I feel like if he recovers well from this fight, then he will be a way better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
way better lightweight. Like
the potential's still there. You know what I mean? Like his takedown defense was non-existent. Like Benoit just did what he wanted to get him to the ground, but his overall ability, like in the exchanges on the ground, I think he looked okay. Like he got back up a couple times. He did reverse the position and then I think he did also make some mistakes where like he was in like full mount or like in top guard, like top full guard.
Yep.
And he didn't attack.
Yep.
Like get some strikes in, like get some damage done, because you know you have that power. If you land a couple shots or some elbows, because like he would just invite Benoit to stand back up, and then Benoit would be like, okay, now we're back on the feet. I'm just gonna take you down again, and he did. You know what I mean? Like, I think Rufy made some like young mistakes, like mistakes that like you definitely tell like he's not ready for the top 15 yet, but he will. I think the potential's still there. You know what I mean? Like, again, his power was immense. Like for only landing 6 strikes, he wobbled Benoit with a nice stiff. I think it was a straight. He landed an elbow that Benoit seemed to be like, oh shit, for a sec, and then he just shot a takedown. And again, didn't defend it. I think Rufy the potential's there. But overall, Benoit, like, dominant performance from Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah, I was going to say, the biggest issue with Rufy is, I was actually talking with this about our number 1 fan, Brayden, on the way here. The biggest issue with Rufy, which is, I mean, kind of in a way a similar thing that Carlos Pratas has dealt with, is that I think his biggest issue was IQ and emotion.
Yeah. Which is funny because they're called the fighting nerds.
Yeah.
And both IQs are...
Yeah. So, like, Rufy, his IQ was a problem in that, like, he was able to, like, get out of certain positions where Benoit had, like, the upper hand. He'd get out of a certain position and then just kind of stand there and let Benoit do another sort of grappling thing. And then he'd, like, oh, let me get out of this.
Yeah.
And then fall into a different thing. Like, he was doing well, but he just wasn't, like, reversing it. Like, he had one good reversal, but, like, generally, he just kind of, like, he was smart, but then also let Benoit do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And I think this is a bit of an apt description. Rufy really had, like, honestly, he had a Kevin Holland performance in that, like, you know, okay, oh, it's close. And then once he realized he's not going to win, he just kind of, like, started throwing whatever. He's like, I'm going to start trying to clip farm, see if I can, like, hit, like, a random hit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile... In Benoit's last losses against Renato, against Dustin, he just loses to like jabs and stuff. Meanwhile, Rufy was trying to throw like random like hooks and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then when he started throwing the proper punches, he he messed him up.
Yeah.
But he was trying to clip farm, and then like when Benoit had him in, like it wasn't even a full like choke. It was like more of a face crank. Like it was like that. He just gave up. Yeah. He was like, all right, I lose, and then tapped. Like I remember we were watching the fight, and you were saying like, oh, he's got it in, and I was like, I don't know, like it doesn't look like it's under the. It didn't look like it was under the chin.
It was like here.
Yeah, I was like, it's not really under the chin though, and then he just taps him like, oh, yeah. So he just gave up.
Yeah.
Like it's just it was a very Kevin Holland like esque performance. It was just, oh, I'm not winning. All right, I give up. I'm done.
And I think that's a detriment to both. Like you could say that for like Rufy and even Carlos Prates. Like he
Carlos bounced back.
Yeah, and they almost throw too many cool strikes.
Yeah.
You know, like they're almost like you said, clip farming too much. Like you do have to just sometimes throw jabs.
The only one that doesn't do that is Kaio, and he's the best one out of all of them.
Yeah.
He just goes he's like, I'm going for a decision. I'm just boop boop boop.
Yeah.
And he's the best one that we've seen so far.
Barring John Silva.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, obviously this weekend is kind of.
Yeah.
It's 1A, 1B. We'll see how John performs, you know? But
like, moving on. Speaking of Kaio versus Nasruddin Imavov.
All I'm gonna say is that I did predict this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Imavov was gonna win, and he did prove me right. I mean, this was the
There's
best.
no proof of that. No proof. No
yeah,
proof.
because the video got deleted, but.
It was tactical.
What I had said going into the fight was he is just a very, very well-rounded fighter. And a guy that is willing to also go to the decision.
Oh yeah.
With Kaio, and
who's a decision fighter.
Yeah. And he kind of went into it with that headspace, and a lot like you guys said with the previous fight, they are very emotional, and they do let that affect how they fight. Because I feel like after his after he was stuffed in like I think the first or second round, you could just see the frustration, and he was like, he was like, oh fuck it, like let me just try getting something in the third, and then it just didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Like Imavov, I think dominated the first two rounds. The third round was kind of like.
And I think Kaio.
There were some toss-up rounds.
Yeah.
Didn't the judges?
The third was kind of a toss-up.
Yeah. Didn't the judges give it? It was like 150-45 and 2 49-46. I think.
Yeah. What I can say that was a positive for Kaio is, he showed a lot of grit, and just to kind of like stay in it, and I know that it was obvious that he was very emotional, but once he got a hold of his emotions, I felt like it was a little too late, but I felt like he handled himself pretty well.
Yep. I think overall Kaio didn't, like, kind of what we said about Rufy, like he didn't do what, like, I mean he shot 5 takedowns, so I can't really say he shot takedowns. But he didn't shoot good takedowns. He kind of shot basic,
it was like half-assed.
Single legs and like double legs, like nothing creative to the point where like Imavov's takedown defense going into the fight was like 88. It was like 80 or 88. It was one of those numbers.
Like solid but not great.
Yeah, like not amazing, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you have to throw creative takedowns, and Kaio just didn't do that.
Yeah.
And like again, emotion and IQ kind of played into it. Like I think Kaio shouldn't have stood in, like he kept kind of like it was almost like Imavov would hit him with like a good body hook, a good straight, a good jab, and then Kaio would just be like, oh fuck, I gotta do something, elbow, overhand, and he would just miss, and it's like, dude, you're just gassing out. Like you have to be tactical against the guy who's
his nickname is the Sniper.
Imavov?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
and you're like, yo, let me just stand at distance with this guy.
And he's creative. Like Imavov's one of the most creative strikers in the UFC, I'd say. Like his ability to go to the body, go to the legs, go to the face. Like he's just constantly switching up what he's doing. And Kaio looked very one-dimensional with his striking and takedowns. He kept throwing that one head kick. Kept throwing that one. It was like a roundhouse kick to the head. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't. That's all he was doing. He would throw like a jab, and then he'd throw that head kick, but he wasn't like. It's not like he was throwing a leg kick or throwing body kicks to that same side to keep Imavov guessing, he would throw his body kicks with his other leg. He looked just very like I said, one-dimensional and not very creative with his flow. When I originally watched the fight, I gave maybe 2 rounds to Kyle. Rewatching it, I think it was 4-1, and I think you give the 3rd round to Kyle. But round 1, very close, but I think I leaned to Imavov, just damage and stuff like that. And then round 5, I think, was also close. I think closer than what people were giving it. I saw a lot of people on Twitter after the fight and still now being like, Kyle's washed, like that was an easy 50-45. It's like no, like he did.
There was competition.
For this guy. Like,
there was competition.
Well, yeah, he's only he's like 30.
32, I want to say.
Yeah, 32. Yeah, like he did show flashes of he's still young. He can still figure it out and possibly fight for a championship. I really don't think there's anyone below him that is better. Like I think he's perfectly in that ranked spot, and then he could still he's still gonna fight a top guy next because he's still got the height. Like the fighting nerds are still very easy to sell fights. You know what I mean? So he'll probably get another top guy, and we'll see how he does. But I think Imavov was kind of like the almost like the perfect matchup for a guy like Kyle, who's not a very creative striker, who has good takedown defense, and is gonna keep you guessing on what he's gonna do. You know what I mean?
It kind of felt just the way they approached the fight, especially in camp. They didn't really have they didn't really have a backup plan, or they didn't really train for the possibility of him being
better
stifled. I saw that with both the fighters. It's like, oh, if game plan A doesn't work, then just do these things. Just do what you usually
swing
do.
For the fences.
And that's not how you go about it, especially
for a smart, like, honestly, in Kyle's other fights, like, he's so smart, he's so, like, calm, cool, and collected, and he usually dominates.
But do you think that's because he doesn't feel the pressure
of the
fight?
I think it's overconfidence, but, like I said in the previous episode, and like we've kind of said in this one, I think the home crowd played a huge factor in this.
Yeah.
Like, they did not stop cheering every time and when Kyle did something, nothing was said. Like, the crowd was silent. And I think a little bit of the Fighting Nerds hype is building that momentum and going into the stadium, going into the cage, getting booed, and your opponent is like the hometown hero. Like, it almost looked like to get into their heads a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, to say, I'm just looking at this right now. I was looking at the rankings. So Kyle did move down a ranking. He's now 8 below Robert Whittaker.
I mean, that's fair. He lost the fight, moved down 1.
And the only other significant thing was Antti D'Elia, the guy who knocked out Martin Tybura.
Mm-hmm.
He moved up to 9th.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like looking at the rankings, I still don't see everyone below Kyle. I think Kyle probably beats. Like MVP.
MVP's right below him. That's kind of crazy.
That's a great fight, but again, I think Kyle wins that.
Oh,
Cannonier, he already beat. Delitze, he beats easily. Brendan Allen, he beats. Coste beats. And then the guys above him, I think he probably beats Whittaker.
I think so. At this point in his career, yeah.
But then everyone else, it's a close fight. You know what I mean? Like Hernandez.
Do you think what are your thoughts on Nasruddin remaining number 2?
It's fair.
You think that?
I don't think so, because that was the best performance of his career.
He performed better against Kyle than Dricus did against Khamzat too.
But Dricus, you gotta give Dricus, he defended his belt twice, or just the once. Twice. I understand it from the UFC's perspective, still being he's not going to get the title shot, obviously, because he got so dominated in that fight.
Yeah.
But him being the number 1 contender, I understand it from their perspective of being, he was the champ for a year and a bit. He defended his belt twice, and both performances were dominant.
But rankings shouldn't be based on respect or
sauce
John Jones being it should be based on currently.
I agree, but that's the UFC.
Yeah. John Jones being pound for pound, when Conor was pound for pound number 1.
I agree with you. Imavov low-key should be 1, but the UFC wouldn't do that because Dricus did hold the belt for so long, and both of his defenses, Strickland Izzy the first time he got a submission victory, won. like easily. And then the second fight versus Sean, he just dominated him the whole fight. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really take the like. I understand that Imavov maybe should be the number one contender now, but being 2, like, he's gonna get the title shot next. Like, he can't be upset at being number 2.
Like, there's no way that Imavov should be one place above Sean Strickland. That's just like criminal.
I mean, who else would be there though? Like RDR.
I put RDR over Sean Strickland.
I would too, but he hasn't proved it yet.
Yeah.
If he beats Hernandez, yeah, it'll probably be RDR. It'll probably be Dricus, Imavov. RDR.
I think they're leaving Dricus at number 1 because of what happens in October. Because, like, you know, they could be like, well, you know, Nasruddin's not number 1, so they could really toss, like, if RDR or Hernandez has a crazy matchup or like a crazy win, they could be like, they get the title shot, and then Nasruddin has to fight Dricus.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, oh, that's the number 1.
I mean, they totally could do that. I wouldn't be like terribly mad, but like I do understand that like.
I think that Nasruddin just deserves it,
yeah. But he's not gonna win.
Well, nobody in middleweight's gonna beat Khamzat, right? No, I'm not even trying to glaze. Nobody in middleweight is beating Khamzat right now. No. I do not think.
No, there's not that good of a wrestler.
I still think that the best chance anybody has against him is Rainier de Ritter. I still think he. Yeah, like it's they're 1 and 2. Like I think that Hernandez is 2.
1A, 1B.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I still think both of them get smoked.
Yeah. Enough about that though. Overall, great card. Great card. Lots to talk about. They provided great entertainment. Right?
Oh yeah.
And that's the main thing with the UFC.
Oh wait, I was gonna say also going back to what we were talking about earlier. They absolutely have to go out of just America more often.
Yeah.
Like, why are we going to like Vegas so often or to the Apex? Like Canada, they get an alright amount of cards. You know, Mexico, alright.
But go to Europe more.
Like Brazil,
England.
Brazil's cool, but then you can go to not even just Europe. Like England, Spain. You have to go to Spain, France. But even like Australia's cool, but Asia with like China, you can go to Japan.
Yeah.
Even
like,
the Arab countries.
Yeah.
Love fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. Or 3 years ago, you should have gone to Africa, or could have gone to like South Africa specifically when you had an African champion.
Yeah.
But they just go, those Africans.
Don't get.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah. So I kind of add what you said about the Arab countries. I like when it's an Arab crowd because they cheer for everything.
Yeah.
If it's a wrestling match, they're loving it.
Yeah.
If it's a striking battle, they're absolutely loving it.
They just love seeing fighting.
Yeah. Like even when
Honestly,
the Russians,
probably one of the worst.
Well,
even when the Russians are losing, they're like, all right, like I guess.
They're still cheering.
It's also like, I with Americans though, it's like. Usually the camaraderie and like the patriotism always comes like us against the world, and it's kind of been like fighting, combat sports, especially UFC is all nowadays not as much dominated by Americans, but previously it was all that you saw. So it's like, and also it's really, really. I mean, us living in Canada, there was a card like last year, January.
Yeah.
I mean, if you try getting tickets, like nosebleeds were like thousands of dollars. It's like, how can you get actual fight fans into the stadiums if they can't afford it?
Yeah.
And
because they don't care about actual fight fans. They care about the money. They care about that profit.
I think it's coming to a point where like it's kind of bubbling where it's like the UFC needs to just do a hard change, because it kind of feels like they're
UFC changing. Good luck.
it just kind of feels like they know. We obviously all know that they're just the cream of the crop in terms of fighting, and nobody's gonna reach them. And I'm seeing the complacency. It's like they don't feel like they need to make changes.
It's like WWE.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, they're so far and away one. They're like, whatever, we can do anything we want.
And
it doesn't
you still
matter.
Pay for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're still gonna watch. You're still gonna watch WrestleMania. You're still gonna watch SummerSlam. It's the same thing with us. Like we're gonna complain about it. We're still gonna watch the main card, like the championship fights next month. Like
I've always been saying this.
We're still gonna watch Noche, even though it's in San Antonio.
Yeah. Also, they stole a city from Mexico, and they're like, no, we're putting it there. It wasn't Guadalajara. I don't care. Not anymore.
Heads up.
Like, but also, I was gonna say, I personally have had this opinion for months now. You know, I might have like a red laser dot pointing on my chest soon, but like, I'm gonna be honest. we were talking about, big changes in the UFC. I don't think Dana should be the president anymore.
No.
I think it should be, and it should have been Hunter Campbell for
because he actually
forever.
Knows fight fans.
He knows, he's got knowledge of good fighters and what fights to make. He is often a matchmaker.
Yeah.
He's generally better at making contract negotiations, everything.
Yeah.
Frankly, he basically runs the UFC. Dana's just the face.
Yeah.
Dana what's up, fight fans?
And Dana gets the final say. If Dana doesn't like something, he's saying that's not happening. I'm not making.
I'm gonna announce the biggest fight ever on a jet with horrible on Instagram Live.
So brutal.
Okay.
So brutal.
Or I'm gonna announce instead of just waiting to have my heavyweight champ in person, let me just announce it.
Yeah.
No, but after
our
fight night.
Yeah.
After our fight night, let me announce that John Jones retired and your new heavyweight champ is Tom Aspinall. When Tom Aspinall was at the fucking event, bro.
And what's even crazier? He'd rather promote Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford.
And he's getting horny. He's getting horny from it. He'd rather promote the video. He's like, I can't wait for this.
He'd rather promote a boxing event than his own company.
Well,
he's a boxing.
He
he's
thinks
more of a boxing
that's
fan.
what I was gonna say. He thinks like a boxing promoter, where he thinks of big names, big money, and it's if that's not.
But he doesn't
really,
put the money into the production. He just goes, these fights will be cool. I'm gonna read off a blank piece of paper.
If you got a certain amount of followers on IG, you will be in Dana's good books, and I just think that's just the wrong way to go about it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Paul got a fight or some shit.
On that's what I hate.
UFC 400.
I hate about this fucking White House card because all these old fighters who are not that good anymore are I'm retired to fight on the White House.
But that kind of makes sense because what big American names would you put?
I know,
in that
but
card?
At the same, it shouldn't be that. It should be the best fighters in the world at that moment. John Jones should not fight. Conor McGregor should not fight on that card. You didn't deserve it. The guys that have been in the company for X amount of time, putting in the work, putting in the hours, staying active, they should be the ones to get the.
I think the
White House
Bryce
card.
Mitchell.
I wouldn't be I don't like Bryce Mitchell, but low-key, yeah.
I think the most deserving person is someone who lives in America too is Merab.
Yeah.
He's
right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's also a mega guy, but whatever.
No politics.
Yeah. No politics.
So Sean O'Malley versus Merab maybe.
No, not again, bro. Not again. It should be Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong.
Bro, the potential of that fight happening, I actually...
Okay, we're getting off track. Let's get to Noche.
Okay.
Let's get to Noche, and then we'll talk more news.
Yeah.
Prelims. I know some
Noche
and
and Santiago.
wrote a book about the prelims, but we'll cover ones that we want to talk about. I want to talk about Zachary Reese.
I knew you were going to mention Cedric's dumbass.
Bro, he has $13 in a bank account. If you want,
I wonder why you don't have any money.
If you want a guaranteed bet this weekend, bet on Cedric Dumas, bro. This guy, he's got
Cedric is dumbass. I wonder why I don't have any money. Maybe it's because you keep breaking the law, you dumbass! How about you just stop hiding in dog cages from the police? Lock the hell in, dog.
If you want a safe bet, don't quote me on this because I'm not a.
Cedric is dumbass by whatever he wants.
Spend your money how you want to spend it, but I'm just saying he is a underdog and he needs the win. He needs the win. He has $13.
I'm itching for it.
I did win $100 on blackjack today, so. Bro,
oh my god.
Class today, bro. I was geeking. Anyways.
Gambler.
But I mean, even though dumbass is not that good of a fighter, I am very excited because he might just swing for the fences.
Oh, he's gonna put his life on the line because if he loses, he's gonna break the law again.
He's going to jail.
He's gonna kill someone. Probably.
Any other ones? Because I know I have another.
The only other one I care about is Joaquim Silva versus Claudio Puelles.
Okay.
They're both cool.
Yeah.
I think I'll just be a banger.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm excited for Don Janko.
Okay.
I just want to see how that fight plays out because, like you said, I did write a book on these prelims, did a little bit of research.
Aren't they both debuting?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I'm excited because just from my research, he has a Russian-style hybrid mix.
Wow, I love to see it. I just want to see what my notes. If
they're very reflective of that fight, because the way they were talking about it, just through the research, he sounds like the next coming of.
Okay.
Of Habibi.
I'm always excited to see a debut fighter too. Like those are always fun because it's like, is he?
He's 24 too.
Guys, we might be good.
Yeah.
If you're talking, if the way you're talking about it, we might be good. Another fight I'm excited for though: Tatiana Suarez versus Andra Lemos.
Who? Amanda
Lemos. My fault. I'm very excited. Tatiana Suarez is fighting again. Number 2. Hey, this is kind of a...
I mean, Suarez is cool, but Amanda Lemos is just...
I mean, Suarez is probably going to win.
Easy win.
Well,
easy win.
Must be.
Yeah.
Lemos is probably... I don't know what the odds are, but
she's a plus
she has like
I was going to say like 400, yeah.
She's like negative takedown defense.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like
Suarez
I remember her...
is pretty good at that.
Yeah, her fight against Jessica Andrade, who's also washed, was like comical how one-sided it was. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not a fan of Amanda Lemos. No disrespect, but you're kind of washed.
Yeah, and kind of a contender fight. Like, if
it is, but it's just like okay.
Yeah.
It's just like I hope Suarez wins because if Lemos wins,
well, who's even gonna be the champ at strawweight? It's gonna be whoever I forget the
Jandaroba and Dern.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, yeah, because Whaley gave up her belt, right?
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that.
I also kind of like Jose Daniel Medina. I mean, he's just kind of cool looking. I hope he gets the.
I remember he fought in the. I think he fought in the.
He's probably gonna lose to Dusko Todorovic. This like big Serbian dude.
Yeah, he's just Jokic.
He does look like Jokic.
Yeah, he's a favorite by 300.
Yeah, but I do like Jose Daniel Medina. I think he has a chance. Not a good one, but a chance.
Main card.
On prelims?
Not really. I have a couple fights on the main card that are exciting me a lot.
Right. Santiago Luna versus Quang Lee. Obviously, we'll post an Instagram post with our full fight picks and stuff like that. But pick a fighter, obviously. No locks. It's not a pay-per-view. So let's hear it. Let's hear it, boys. You go first, Samir.
I mean, I think Quang Lee is gonna get the win because I just think that if Luna forces in the exchanges, which I think is what's gonna happen, it's gonna be Quang Lee's strong suit. I mean, I think he has really good power in his strikes.
Yep.
And I just think that if the exchanges are... What's up?
I personally disagree, but keep going.
I mean, I think if the exchanges are kept short, then I think that it's a guaranteed win for me.
For Quang?
Yeah. But obviously you disagree, so you think the exchanges are not going to be short?
I personally have Santiago Luma winning. I mean, he's undefeated coming into the UFC.
Yeah.
None of his fights have gone to decision. He has 4 submissions and 2 knockouts. Quang Lee is 1-2 in the UFC. He's a good grappler. He has a few wins by submission. 44% of his wins are by submission. But personally, I think, Quang Lee on the feet generally hasn't looked great. I mean, his fight against Long Zhao, I love Long Zhao. Don't get me started on him. But he was getting smoked on the feet. And I think Santiago Luna, he has 2 knockouts, so he's got to be.
But he leaves himself way too open when in the exchanges, especially when he's just on the front foot throwing a lot. I feel like and Quang has that power. Like it's just written in I just see it that he gets stuffed, and then 1 strike done, knockout, lights out. Welcome to the big UFC.
The big leagues for Quang.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 2-2 in the UFC.
First of all, what's the hate on Quang Lee? This guy.
I know.
But 1-2 in the UFC, not great, obviously. Santiago Luna. I don't know much about him. Haven't really seen him. But 6-0. It's hard, but I think Quang Lee is gonna win. I
respect my Vietnamese brother.
Hey, I like me some Asian fighters. Song Yidong, he's my favorite.
I think UFC like experience wise, I think Quang obviously has more. He is a bit of an underdog, so like Luna probably has a better chance to win. But I do like Quang Lee's grappling game, and I don't know if we've seen enough of Santiago Luna's grappling exchanges to get the win. But
4 submissions.
4 submissions? Okay, maybe we've seen enough.
And I also
it's
will.
Probably gonna be a grappling match. Maybe.
I will also point out your logic of having more UFC experience. Our friend Braden, he picked Reese McKee for that exact same reason over Axel Sola.
Okay, bro.
And anyways, next fight.
next fight. Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus.
Is Hernandez not the next fight?
What do you mean?
Oh, because on the UFC it's weird. On the UFC website, it says that Alexander Hernandez versus Ferreira is the feature prelim.
Yeah.
But on the app and on Google, it says that it's on the main card.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a prelim.
Is it?
It's a feature prelim.
Well, because I thought it was a 6, because it's a fight night, so I thought it was a 6-fight main card.
It might be. I don't know. The UFC website's weird.
It's so dumb because it's like their app and their website have 2 different.
Yeah. But Kevin Gastelum versus Dustin
Stoltzfus.
Yep. Kevin Gastelum's gonna fucking lose. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree. Kevin Gastelum, not that guy anymore. He's literally just like short.
He hasn't been that guy for quite a while.
No, he's not.
I mean, he's a chance.
Yeah, well, the only chance is if you do what he wants you to.
Pretty much.
And
literally, if you get
just gas him out.
If you get in the pocket with him, sure, he could probably win because he's got knockout power. Like Kevin Gastelum's good at in the pocket. But if you keep the range and just kind of piece him up, he's not going to do anything because he gasses out. He blitzes, and then he's like, fuck, I'm tired. And then you can just like, make.
Yeah,
Which is on the Joe Pfeiffer fight. That's exactly what
right.
Joe Pfeiffer just kept throwing overhands. And
Joe Pfeiffer also sucks, first of all.
Yeah.
And Gastelum looked solid against him. But it's just
solid, but I think he's going to lose again.
Like, it's just like how good is Stoltzfus compared to Joe Pfeiffer? I think they both aren't great, but it's just that I think that Gastelum is also not great, and he's also 5'9",
yeah,
which isn't great. But also, like, I remember when I was writing my notes here, he's 2-2 since 2023, so it's not horrible as an equal record. And his 2 losses are to Joe Pfeiffer, who's a monster, and Sean Brady, who's, I mean, good.
Yeah,
you know. So I think I would honestly say Kelvin's a safer bet.
Yeah,
but I would lean towards Dustin just because of like the height difference, and
I also has the reach.
Well, and also like Stoltzfus, he also, like, let's be honest, he sucks. He's 3-6 in the UFC.
Yeah,
he's not good, but he's just so much bigger that it's like.
And his last fight to Ruzaboyev.
Ruzaboyev, where he lost.
Was garbage.
Yeah,
he looked horrible.
Yeah.
I'm picking Dustin.
I am too.
Yeah. Okay, we all agree. Kevin Gastelum sucks.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised if Gastelum won. Again, like I said, if he gets in the pot, if Stoltzfus keeps the distance and does a good job at like just keeping him away, he'd probably win. But if he decides like I'm gonna get in the pocket, that's a bad idea. Like.
And at one point, Gastelum was a top top contender. Yeah.
And had moments in that fight.
Exactly. So like he weirdly not. Oh, I mean, I guess he always has, fights against longer guys because he is 5'9" at middleweight.
Yo,
dog.
Lose some weight.
Please, bro. But like, yeah.
But moving on, Rafa Garcia versus Jared Gordon at lightweight. Gordon coming in as the favorite in this fight. What are we thinking?
Do you agree?
Do I agree? On what?
On him being the favorite.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it kind of, I don't know. It's kind of, I'm indifferent. I mean, he's old as.
That's what I was going to say. He's old. Really old.
He just turned 37 like 4 days ago on the day of recording.
Yep. Bro, they're literally just going, yo, you, the unk? Yo, fight
there's
this
so many
Mexican.
unk fights. It's actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Rob Font, Jared Gordon, Gastelum, I guess. Diego Ferrer. Like,
Quang
is he
old?
that old? He's 33, I mean.
Okay.
But also Luna's 21, so it's like still a gap.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's unk.
Yeah, I think Garcia.
Really?
I think I'm going to pick Garcia.
By what?
Decision.
Probably just decision. Yeah. Like, I think Jared Gordon's still really good. I think he does keep his composure in fights and doesn't, like, I don't see him getting, like, blitzed and knocked out.
I don't even
or, like, submitted. he's still good. Like, he's still a vet in the UFC. Like, I think he'll survive, but I think Garcia being the younger fighter, and it's Noche, you know, you gotta show that for the Mexican heritage. I think overall he's gonna do better. I mean, Garcia just hasn't, like, he hasn't super impressed me. Like, that fight against Grant Dawson, like, he low-key sucked and got his ass knocked out.
Yep.
But he's kind of a decision fighter when he wins, so I definitely got him by decision, I think.
So you two have Garcia?
Yeah.
I have Jared Gordon by decision personally.
Really?
I could see that happening.
Because like to be fair, neither of them are really that impressive. They both have like barely winning records in the UFC.
Yeah.
But like, there's no Rafa Garcia performance that has impressed me like Jared Gordon against Paddy Pimblett. That's like to this day Paddy Pimblett's most tough fight, and he's fought Michael Chandler. He's fought King Green, not Bobby Green, King Green. And to this day, it's still his toughest opponent. He is old as hell, but I have him winning by decision, or maybe Rafa gets a submission.
I can see that.
But I personally have Jared Gordon by decision.
Co-main event, guys.
This is a great fight.
Should have been Rahul Rojas. I'm kind of not mad that Rahul Rojas isn't fighting, though. I'm kind of getting annoyed with him. So I'm
because the Chiwi.
Like, shut up. I'm over it.
And I'm over took me...
But this is low-key a better fight. I
started writing my notes 3 days ago, and it took me until today around noon to actually decide who I think is going to win, because I think this is the closest fight out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, even the odds, like, isn't it about equal?
It's a pick-em.
Negative 130 to... Or at least when I checked, it was negative 130 to plus 110.
Yep.
Which is so fair, because I have no idea who's going to win. So it's a short notice fight for Martinez. Second fight in the UFC, so maybe, you know, the lights are too bright. But also, on the other hand, Jared Gordon is unk.
Yeah. And
in his last fight, he kind of didn't look great against Jean Matsumoto.
Mm-hmm.
He showed clear wrestling weaknesses.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, he won, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a split decision, and it was like, okay. And Martinez, he's like not a wrestler per se, but he's like, he can a little bit. So it's just kind of like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a strike fest, and then Martinez is going to start trying to grapple.
Yep.
I think it's going to be Rob Font decision, or maybe a cheeky Martinez knockout, but I'm picking Rob Font.
I got Rob Font, too. I just feel like the experience that he has is going to overwhelm David Martinez. Yeah. And also, with older fighters, usually their weaknesses is their cardio, and I feel like he has really good cardio.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I mean, as of yet, his power, his cardio hasn't dropped yet. So it's just kind of like we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know? But also, like, Rob Font, he's only lost to, like, top guys. Figueiredo, Aldo, Vera. He's lost to Sandhagen.
Yeah.
Top guys.
The rest
is Martinez a top guy? We don't know.
Yeah.
But I personally have Rob Font.
Yeah. I'm gonna go against both of you. I'm picking David Martinez.
There you go.
I agree with you, Ben. I was flip flopping, and I actually coming into this episode, I was gonna take Rob Font, but I want to be.
You switched up.
David Martinez. Now I kind of had a little bit of notes for both going into this, and then I ultimately came to the decision with Rob Font. I do agree. I think Rob Font, older fighter, more vet. David Martinez coming in on 2 weeks' notice does worry me.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be his moment. I think Rob Font was training for Rahul Rojas.
Big grappling type.
Big grappler, I'm going to lay on you. Martinez is not that.
No.
He is a pure striker.
Kickboxer.
He's a kickboxer. He has the power. I mean, we saw it in his UFC debut against Oliveira. Like, he knocked him clean out.
Yeah.
And I think Rob Font, his chin's been tested over and over and over again. He's 38.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get chinned. I think he'll get caught and be a little bit overconfident and, like I said, prepared for the grappling match. Not overconfident just because he is a vet. He knows
he's a very good boxer, too.
And he knows how to take these guys, right?
I think he's a better striker than Martinez. Overall, like, it's a boxer versus a boxer/kickboxer.
Yeah.
But I think that Martinez is better at the grappling, so it's like,
and Martinez is so young. He's 24. He's coming from the Mexican promotion.
LFA? No.
I
forget.
I forget what it was called. I had it written down, but I deleted it by fucking stupid.
Jacob been deleting things. Am I right, guys?
I just think that, like, I see your point.
Also, his nickname is the Black Spartan.
That is pretty tough.
That's tough.
Also, I was going to say Santiago Luna. I liked his nickname, Border Boy. That's kind of fire.
He came from Combate Global.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was undefeated there. Like, yeah. I genuinely thought, like, obviously I did pick Rob Font coming in this episode, so I could see Rob Font pretty clearly winning.
It's also such a big, like, age gap. It's like a decade or so.
That's what I mean. Like, I think David Martinez is going to come out, he's going to swing. Obviously, Rob Font's a good boxer, but he doesn't have that speed. He doesn't have that
power
movement,
is not as...
And the power's not there. Like, either I can see Rob Font winning by decision, but if Martinez gets a clean chin strike, like we said, Rob Font's old. He's taken a lot of shots. I think Martinez has the power to just clean him out.
I just don't think so in a 3-round fight. I always lean towards the more experienced guy because you know how to handle a 3-rounder.
And you also know how to handle a young gun who's a little bit, who could be overconfident. I don't know how David Martinez is. I want to watch the presser obviously to see how confident he's going into this one. But yeah,
I feel like if Rob Font gets that first round, the fight's over, because he's gonna manage it really well.
Yeah, he'll just lock it down.
I think he's just trying to slow it down a little bit.
And I just don't.
Detriment against the younger fighter because he can just shit him.
And also, David Martinez, he's so like jittery. Yeah. He just runs around the cage. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I don't want to say a stereotype, but.
A mouse?
I'm sorry. What?
A mouse?
No.
Oh,
anyways, moving on. Co-main event. Oh no, main event. We got the Diego Lopes versus
Jean Silva,
the last fighting nerd with a 0 in their record, Jean Silva. I'm gonna go first. Again, this one is a pick'em for me. I think it is absolutely so close, and I still am not 100% in my pick.
Yeah, no, me neither.
But I am gonna take Jean Silva to win.
Okay.
I think it's either gonna be a decision or a late round finish. I think Diego Lopes is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's been in a couple 5-round fights before. He knows how to handle himself and compose and stay chill. So I do worry if it does get into the later rounds, Jean Silva might gas out because he is also very jittery. He likes to jump and advance and switch his stances, and we have seen that almost kind of be a detriment in some fights. But I think Jean Silva is riding the momentum of him being the last undefeated fighting nerd. I think in his reaction videos to Kaio and Rufi,
him punching a wall,
him punching the wall, I think he wants to prove that they are still a top team. Because if he loses, the fighting nerds are getting written off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not over for them, but until they all kind of get back to that momentum.
The one with the biggest streak would be Michael Alexiusik.
Yeah, really. I don't think they want. I think
Jean
Silva,
a random Polish dude.
I think Jean Silva's going to take that on his back and almost.
Do you think that would be
them all.
But don't you think it could be also big pressure then?
No.
No.
I think Jean Silva is very composed. He seems the most I can handle the bright lights. You know what I mean? In that every fight he's had, he has shown moments of weakness and certain aspects of the game. But he always overcomes it and always seems that Bryce Mitchell fight. I know a lot of people picked Jean Silva won that first round, but rewatched that fight a day ago or 2 days ago. Bryce Mitchell might have won that first round, and he did. Bryce Mitchell got a good couple grappling exchanges. Jean really couldn't find his distance. He seems the most able to overcome adversity in a fight and stay composed. He stays to his game. He does do some stupid things. I will admit, barking mid-fight, look at in the Bryce Mitchell fight, he literally he Max Holloway's. He Calvin Cater's Bryce Mitchell. He looks away, he's dodging and throwing strikes. So he do some stupid things, but I think he's gonna stay a little bit more composed in this fight. He knows that this is for the title.
Potential title contention.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
But don't get me wrong.
But
Diego Lopes, great fighter.
Yep.
I think he does have a really good chance of winning this fight very clearly too. I'm very nervous. I hate these fights because it's I really like both of them, and I don't want either of them to lose. But someone's got it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that this is actually the hardest fight to pick for.
Yeah.
And one of the hardest fights to pick for in recent memory for me because both these guys' strong suits are so similar. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that I could see cause differences is that Diego Lopes is championship round tested. He has gone those 5 rounds. He's gone there with Volk. I feel like that experience might put him over the edge. That's why but there's no world where I just see him winning against Gene Silva. Mm-hmm. Like I just don't see it because when I think of Diego Lopes, he does have fight IQ, but that's not what I think of when I think of Diego Lopes.
He's almost too slow for a guy like John Silva.
Yeah.
He's almost too and sometimes a little predictable. Like I think John Silva's really gonna capitalize too on the little throat touch that he does, because John Silva doesn't care. He'll blitz you whenever he wants. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Sorry, keep going.
I just feel like John Silva, like you said, especially with his reactions, he just feels like the most locked in member of the Fight Nerds.
He's just crazy.
Everyone's saying, and you guys included, last week, just talking about how everyone says that Rufy's the best. I came in and I said no, it's Gene Silva. I mean,
I didn't agree with it.
No.
He was saying
he's just unproven ceiling, maybe, but now we know his ceiling's like.
And I just think he is the best fighter out of that group. He just seems like a champion. Yeah. He behaves like a champion.
And his grappling's great. He submitted Bryce Mitchell. The only other person really to do that is Ilya. Yeah. Right? Bryce Mitchell's a great grappler. He knows how to do what he's doing on the ground. And John is also a really, really good striker. He knows how to. He finds his distance. He throws jabs. He mixes it up. He's really impressive.
And it's also I love Diego Lopes, but he just feels for me a generation too late. He just when I think of Diego Lopes, I don't think of him dictating the rhythm of the fight. I don't see him deciding how the exchanges go. Mm-hmm. And if he opens that door to Gene Silva, then it's bye-bye. It's good night.
He's a counter-striker kind of thing.
And I think, in my opinion, no diss to Diego Lopes here. He has had some great fights against top guys. Ige, Ortega, Volkanovski. Diego Lopes? Mofsar?
In his debut.
Yes.
Short notice.
Yes.
In my opinion, kind of almost won.
But, I don't think he's ready for a guy like Lopes. All the guys he's fought are, Ortega doesn't really have that motion. Volk in his last fight, Volk is older now. He's not really super aggressive with his fight. I just don't know if he's ready for a guy who's so, blitzy and active, and I'm going to come at you 100%. You're not going to back me down. I'm going to back you down. And in that Volk fight, we did see some moments where Lopes was on the back foot, and Volk was just dominating the middle of the octagon, and I could see Jean doing a similar thing.
I think that Jean is just a mentality monster.
Yeah.
And I can't say the same about Diego Lopes, especially looking at his last 3 fights. I think
have you seen those Instagram pictures, bro? He kind of is a mentality with the cowboy hat, bro. He's so
gunslinger.
Well, if you're spending the days leading up to your fight posting fan edits on your Instagram, I kind of doubt how if you're well prepared, Yeah. I just think that the only thing that he has over Jean Silva is his cardio, but at the same time, it's I just feel the one little thing that's just standing in my way of just giving it fully as a lock, if we were to give a lock to Gene Silva, is just that power that Diego Lopes has.
Yeah.
And I think if he tests him, I think if he catches him in that first round,
and I think John Silva does leave his chin open.
Yeah,
he leaves it open.
He overextends so much. He goes up to people with the barking, with the antics, like you mentioned. Yeah. I feel like
just kind of catch him
if Gene Silva is winning comfortably within the second round, I think he starts messing around, and that's where he can get clipped.
Yeah.
But I don't see him after seeing both of his just teammates just getting their yeah, like I don't think he's gonna do that. There's no way they're gonna let him approach the fight, standing on the cage, barking, doing all like. If they do that, then they should lose all credibility because you've had two fighters show you what you shouldn't do. You've had not like it's a week in between, so obviously not much changes to how you prepared, but just the mentality change.
I kind of see John Silva show up and just like, I'm ready to go to work.
Like none of the bullshit. He's just gonna go in and him like that sounds like a very scary prospect.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. I know who you're picking. I have a feeling I know who you're picking, but go ahead.
Well, in my mind canon, I'm not sure because Jean Silva, he is a very good striker. He's a pretty good grappler, but he's generally good against grapplers who are like coming to him. But Diego Lopes is generally more of like he goes into the clinch, he goes for sweeps, he goes for flips. Mm-hmm. He's not going into the position where Jean Silva is better at grappling. So I think that for grappling, it's leaning towards Lopes. And we've seen he has good grappling against Mofsar, against Volk, kinda. In a lot of his matchups, we've seen that he is pretty solid at grappling. I mean, he took the Mofsar fight on short notice and almost beat him. Mm-hmm. Striking, it's I'm uncertain because I do think that Jean Silva is a more creative striker. I think he's generally maybe a bit of a better striker, but he is also throughout his career. Statistically and in the fights, he's worse against fighters who fight orthodox. Mm. Against southpaws, he's a monster. Yeah. Diego Lopes, not a southpaw fighter. Yeah. So that could provide a bit of a challenge because he's also much longer. He's fighting in orthodox stance. I don't know. He could. I personally think what's going to happen is first round, Diego Lopes. He has the range. He has. He makes Jean Silva feel a little uncomfortable. Diego Lopes wins round 1. Mm. Round 2, it's a bit of a mix-up because, maybe they mix in some grappling. Maybe, Jean Silva adjusts a little bit. But then by round 3, I think, the adjustments will be good. I'm thinking Jean Silva, round 3, finish.
Okay. That's not who I thought you'd pick, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, to be fair, Diego Lopes is one of my favorite UFC fighters. Yeah. And I hate this matchup because I also do really like Jean Silva. But
that's the best fights, though. Like I said, those are the best fights.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it's a very tough matchup because Jean Silva, stylistically, it should be Diego Lopes. Yeah. But like you guys were saying, Jean Silva he's just crazy. He's a dog. Yeah. And I think that he's not going to be like, oh, this guy's for example, I think his worst performance or at least his hardest matchups in his career so far has been Kevin Vallejos. Which was his contender series. Yeah. Because Kevin, he fought orthodox, and he won the first round. But then, in the second round, Jean Silva adjusts to it, and he adapted to it. Yes. Yeah. Every round that Jean Silva has lost, he's adapted and won the next round. Yeah. Whether it was by finish or, by decision in Kevin Vallejos' case. And I think that he's going to be able to adapt as well. Now, Diego Lopes is a step above Kevin Vallejos or Bryce Mitchell, but it's a tough one. But I think I think Diego Lopes, he could win by decision if he can keep him at range, keep him at distance, stop the grappling, stop the crazy roundhouse kicks and stuff. But I think a third round Jean Silva knockout is. I feel it in my bones. Yeah. And I don't like this feeling. Yeah. I don't like this feeling of my cowboy getting knocked out.
Like you said, I just don't see... I can't physically see the screen and see Jean Silva lose.
Yeah. I think Bryce is just going to keep him at distance and then eventually John's going to be like, fuck you. And he's going to kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what Jean Silva does. Any more stuff you guys want to talk about? Any news you want to bring up? Any other picks? Or is this it? We've been filming for an hour.
I think we're good. We've got Olberg versus Reyes in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Expect an episode for that for sure. But
hey, Taff was fighting on that card.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Both of them.
Hey! But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, apologies for kind of our late postings and stuff like that. School just started. blame me for deleting the episode, yes. But apologies again for like our weird schedules.
We'll be back.
Work, Samir works, Ben's in school,
Yep.
me and Samir are both in school. So we're trying. We're trying. We appreciate your patience, and always thank you so much again for watching us yap about it. Tune in maybe 2 weeks to our full episode. We might post like a little bit of a game or something, like maybe like a ranking list in between the fights, because there'll be a little bit of a break. But in 2 weeks we'll be back with a full podcast episode, and then October.
Oh my, October!
October is stacked.
Don't get me started, bro. It's so far.
Yeah.
2 pay-per-views and Vancouver. Oh my, and I guess like Oliveira versus Fiziev.
Oh.
Dude, the fact that I was saying this to our good friend of the show, Braden. The worst card in October is Fiziev versus Oliveira.
In Rio.
That's the worst card of the worst card of the month, and it's better than almost all of the cards from this month.
Yeah. Oliveira, Fiziev, Figueiredo, Montel Jackson, Onfim versus Randy Brown.
It drops off a cliff a little bit, but like it's still better than better
good.
than the Australia card.
Yeah.
It's better than Noche.
Yeah.
It's a similar level to the Paris card.
Yeah.
But the fact that the worst card of October is better than maybe all of them in September,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for 320. I think that's like one of the best. Like that's one of the best cards in recent memory. I mean, I could just list them. You got Uncle Live Pereira, fire. Although, come October I'll talk about it, but just feels like a funeral.
We'll get there.
Oh,
We'll get there.
We're all thinking the same thing.
Marab versus Corey.
Banger.
That one is like
Also,
crazy.
low-key a smothering. But...
And then Roundtree versus Yuri.
Woo!
Like 3 fights that are just crazy.
And then also on that card, isn't there like there's a Pfeiffer versus Magomedov,
Emmett's fighting.
Josh Emmett, and
he's so excited for it. Yeah.
also one of my favorite prospects because Jacob put me on to him. Atiba Gauthier.
Bro, he's gonna
maul Ozzy Diaz
And there's also Volkov fighting.
Yes, sir.
I'm always
on
excited
321.
I'm always excited to see Volkov fight.
But that's been it for the episode, guys.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk to you guys later about that stuff.
But thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you always. Check out Samir on socials, and he does really good graphics and stuff. He's killing it. And Stadium Live, of course.
Yep.
Check out Ben. He's actually got his own little channel going where he makes fight predictions and makes not predictions, matchups.
Yeah, all a bunch of stuff.
Bum Mills MMA.
Very good content.
B-Mills MMA.
Check that
Very
out.
good content.
I kind of just do this.
JC Graphics over here?
Bro,
Oh
that
my
doesn't even exist
god.
anymore.
Guy on camera.
Yeah,
Very good.
He's a monster on it.
broadcast,
Monster on the
sick.
sticks.
And then Pound for Pound HQ, kind of been on a hiatus, but we'll get back to that, obviously.
It's in hibernation.
It's in hibernation. Things are coming.
He's powering up. He's powering up.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all always, and we will talk to you guys soon. Peace.